Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Well, today is the first part in a series of videos I'm going to be putting up about basically showing you a complete studio makeover. I'm going to start here by showing you the before, basically, and what things look like now. So I have my, if you take a look, I'll step back here. My room is actually like 15.5 by 14 by 10.5, and this is how I have it set up. I have my studio desk on the 15-foot wall, which is completely incorrect for mixing purposes. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be moving it onto that wall over there. And you see this desk credenza thing, that thing's going. And I'm going to be actually setting up a different workspace, much more efficient, and will free up more room inside the studio area here where I have like my guitars and microphones and stuff. If I come back here, you'll see this is basically where people come in to record, and it's just not enough room here, and I've got a bunch of junk I got to get rid of. But what I'm going to do is let me show you this tool I use. There's my new rack there, but this stuff is all going to go on that wall over there, and this space over here where I'm standing from, taking the picture from, is all going to be wide open. So I'm going to show you a tool I found for my iPad that helped me design this room. So let's have a look at that, okay? Alright, so the first step I wanted to take to redoing my studio was to plan it out. And I found this pretty cool app for the iPad called Room Planner, Chief Architect software. I think it was like $2.99 or something like that. But basically it's a two-dimensional and three-dimensional planning tool that allowed me to lay out the room the way I wanted it, and so I can get a sense for what it would look like. Okay, so here what I did was I have my room, and you can see we can make this smaller and bigger. It's pretty cool software. So I have my door here. This is where I was taking the video from here. I was shooting this way like that. My desk right now is right here. Okay, so you can see it's not really designed for mixing at all, and I have little space for artists to record. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift my studio desk over to here. Okay, my speakers are going to be right here like that. I'm going to have my rack right in the middle of another work table that'll be right here. Okay, and then you can't really see it probably here, but I've got acoustic panels all along the walls, including a bass trap I'm going to have here, and I'm probably going to get another bass trap for this corner here. I've got the filing cabinet over here, so I can't really put a bass trap in the bottom. And this is my bookshelf, and these are two benches. So let me show you the three-dimensional view. But you can see it's set up to give me much more space, right? I'd probably put a keyboard over here maybe, but certainly more optimal for listening, because I've got my speakers here and I'm projecting sound lengthwise in the room, which is what most people say is the best thing to do. But again, this is really cool software. You can basically design any object that you want. I actually designed all these objects except the chairs and the bookshelf. I pretty much designed them all just to put them in the right place. So let's take a look at the 3D image here. Alright, so there's a top view of the image. What I could do is show you here. I could pan it in here, and there's an overhead view of what the room's going to look like. Make that a little bigger. Okay, you can see there's my studio desk. You can see I've got the panels all on the walls. I got 6 2x4 panels. Okay, on the sides I've got 3 2x2 panels in the front, and I've got 2x2 there, and I have 2 on the door. I've got 1 here, and I've got a bass trap right there. So I actually purchased acoustic panels from a company called Overtone Acoustics. They had some really nice products, real simple to install, and I'm going to be trying that out and using that to pimp out the studio here. But let's take a look at a deeper look so you can see what it looks like when you're actually in the room. So I could actually turn this, so this is pretty cool software. I could turn the software, so now I'm at the door, and I could walk through the door, and then it'll show you what it looks like once you go through the door. Okay, So there we are, and now you're seeing the studio desk. The speakers are here. Okay, I've got my panels along the wall, 3 panels in the front. There's the filing cabinet. My other desk is here, and if I actually walk over to here and I spin it around, okay, I can actually, you can see closer what the desk is going to look like. That's going to be the rack right there, and I can spin it around here, and you can see exactly. You can see how much room I'm going to have there, right? That's a lot of room to set up equipment and mics and stuff. I could probably even get 3 people in this room. I mean, it's not a big room, but it's going to work out well. And I may be able to put like a bench there, or a couch, or a small couch or something for people to be comfortable. Hopefully I can do that. That'd be nice. But it's certainly a much better and more efficient layout for the studio and also for my work. So that's actually going to be my work desk there. You can see I've got the studio panels all along the walls there, the overtone acoustic studio panels. So that's what it's going to look like. Again, this software was really helpful in helping me lay it out, so I get a good feel for what it was going to look like before I did it. And I went through multiple iterations before I came up with this one. Obviously, this seems like the most logical, but I wanted to try everything to make sure I was doing the right thing. You know, at one point I had the studio desk against this wall, but didn't make sense. But really the only logical place to put it was here. And what I'll probably do is I may get a second set of speakers, so I'll have larger speakers on the stands that I have, and I'll put the Rocket 5s on the on my studio desk. I'm going to use the existing desk that I have now, which is a pretty rudimentary desk. It's basically 2 black filing cabinets with a laminate 56 by 24-inch black laminate board that goes on top, and it's plenty of space and it works just fine. And rather than spend like $600 on a studio desk, I decided to put that money into acoustic panels. Now my floor is carpeting. It's like a light industrial carpeting. It doesn't have a lot of nap to it, if you will. So it certainly cuts down on a lot of reflection in the room. But I think those acoustic panels are going to certainly help more. And the ceiling is actually, it's a drop ceiling with consumer grade or building grade acoustic panels. So they don't cut down a whole lot, but it's not like we have a hard, a drywall ceiling on the top. So that's the walkthrough of what it's going to look like. I'm really excited to get this project going. I would say, I'm going to start this probably next week. I'm already starting to clean things up here. The goal is to get this. I have to buy a new table here for this, for my work table, and that's really the only thing else I have to purchase. I've got everything else I need. Just a matter of getting organized and basically getting rid of this my old credenza and desk system, which takes up a lot of room, and figuring out how I'm going to set things up after that. So that's the plan. I'm really looking forward to getting started with it. What I'm going to do is in my next video, I'm going to show you the room probably set up with the acoustic panels, or show you how I'm setting up the acoustic panels to give you a sense for how those are going to be set up. And really what's going to be important in that is, I'm going to go to the top here. When you do acoustic panel setup, the most important ones to set up are the first ones right here, because that's the point of first reflection. So any sound coming off these speakers, okay, you want to basically figure out where that first reflection sound is going to bounce off these walls, and that's where you want to place your first acoustic panel. So there's a method to do that with a mirror. It's called the mirror test, which we'll go through, and we'll make sure that these are set up. And then every other placement is going to be based upon where this first one's set up. Okay. So that's it. I'm really looking forward to it. And again, so stay tuned for part 2 once we start to get things cleaned out of the room here and start to put the acoustic panels up. Thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe, and have a great day.